We can no longer pretend that this isn't happening. We are slowly losing Vim. Lord gave us the cure. She is still my home. Barbados is still my home. She is still my home. Barbados is still my home.
This historic picture captures the birth of Barbados on November 30th, 1966, a significant achievement for Father of Independence Errol Barrow, who celebrates with Governor Sir John Stow as the broken trident rises and the Union Jack descends. A spectacular moment it was for Barrow and the thousands of Barbadians at the garrison Savannah. It was even more unforgettable for the young lieutenant of the Barbados Regiment who raised the ultramarine and gold flag for the first time. That young soldier was Hartley Dottin.
It was one of my proudest moments.
Dottin never expected the coveted honor, but his record of excellence in the Barbados Regiment made him the obvious choice for the job. From school days, he had a passion for the military, where he served as an ardent member of the Harrison College Cadet Company. Straight out of school, he joined the Barbados Regiment in 1955, and there he moved up the ranks, serving at every major level.
The Barbados Regiment at that time preceded the Defense Force, where I was a lieutenant at that time, and I was selected to be the one to raise the flag, first national flag at independence in November 1966.
He remembers that big night as if it was yesterday.
It was an exciting time. We were all looking forward with anxiety to what shape Barbados would take after its independence.
Upon receiving the command to perform the important task, the soldier and his team rehearsed with precision. His biggest fear was getting the job right.
Within the regiment itself, we wanted to put on, like we have been known over the years, a good parade. And so the fellas put their backs to it. We were all charged up, excited, yes, a little nervous, but not afraid of it.
It rained cats and dogs that evening. Some said it was simply showers of blessings for Barbados' decision to make its way into the world as a sovereign nation.
The garrison was flooded. We intended to wear long trousers, white. That had to be changed because, by the end of the parade, we would hardly recognize the white. And they went to long khaki trousers. Then we changed that to the shorts, which would be the normal uniform that we had at that time. And so that was the uniform that we had because of the weather conditions. It was soggy, the rail was up to the water was in to your ankles on the garrison. My concern was the ropes usually would extend and swell when they get wet. And it was wet. And it was whether they would stick on the pulley or whether they would be able to go through smoothly.
There was no time for his fears to take root as he stood in position. Errol Barrow and Governor Sir John Stow was making their way down from the stands to take their place in front of the flags.
Just as he was coming down here, the Governor General, as they came, because they came from the stands and passed by the flagpole, stood in the front of the parade facing the flagpole. And he just said to me, "Best of luck to you." And that was it.
In pitch darkness, he executed his task without a flaw.
A couple of seconds before midnight, the flag was raised, the Union Jack was coming down. And I've seen a picture in one of the older newspapers where the flags met halfway. It was all dark, it was all pitch black. But they met halfway, and you could see the broken trident being raised. And at the midnight, the stroke of midnight, the lights came on and the flag was at the top of the flagpole.
Dottin has carried that moment with him as he continued to make quiet contributions to Barbados' development. Few know that Dottin, who served as president of the JCs in 1972 and the West Indies JC in 1975, was instrumental in the establishment of a number of key landmarks.
Over that period of time, the contributed to the building of the National Stadium. It was originally the JC idea. I've been part of the Queen Show, the Independence Queen Show. The nursery school, both the Eden Lodge and the Governor Hill Nursery Schools. This was our contribution to the International Year of the Child in 1970. The Governor Hill Nursery School was built. I was also part of the re-beautification of Queen's Park, fountain in Queen's Park that was re-beautified by the JCs.
Today, the retired land surveyor is proud of his country's achievements over the last 50 years. He says independence has served us well, and Barbadians should proudly celebrate as the island marks its jubilee. Adamant that Barbados is one of the best places to live, he urges fellow countrymen to take pride in their country.
What this means is that we must be more productive as citizens in this country. We need to consider the environment, how we use it, what we do with it, how we take care of our people, both the young and the old, and most particularly to produce responsible citizens who will take pride in this country.
Looking ahead, he sees a bright future, one where he hopes there will be no violence and there's a return to the values of respect and service. He challenges Barbadians to make the next 50 years the best yet.
We have another 50 to go, and like the tennis instructor once said to one of his pupils, never mind the stroke you just played. As soon as the ball leaves the racket, prepare to make the next stroke. So at the end of 50 years, we now have to start working on the next 50 years. We have to develop leaders who will be able to take us forward, or who will be able to have the respect of the wider community. And we need to develop those persons who will support their efforts in getting Barbados on track, keeping it on track, and improving the traffic.
Hartley, Dottin, a Bajan Gem.